let's jump into this one here. So firstly, it says x equals -4. What we have to do here is we have to substitute x equals to -4 into L, all right, for x. So wherever x is, we're going to replace that with -4. And it's best to use a bracket to ensure that you have accuracy every single time. And also space your work out so that you don't have to cram it up. If you write really small, write a little bigger so that you can have more space so that you can prevent yourself from making any errors. So -12 minus 4, -4 minus 3 is -7. That'll be -16. Don't forget, two brackets next to each other imply multiply. So what is 16 times 17? 6 times 7 is 42. 7 times 1 is 7. Plus 4 is 11. So that's 112. A negative times a negative is a positive. So L will equal 112 for that first question over there. Okay, let's move on to the next question. We're going to be doing some random questions on algebra. Okay. All right, the next one. Show that 2 minus x multiplied by 4 minus x can be written as 3 minus x squared minus 1. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply the bracket out. All right, so I'm going to take 2 and I'm going to multiply it by 4. That's going to get me 8, all right? 2 times 4 is 8. And then I am going to take 2 and multiply it by the outer term, which will get me -2x. Then -x times 4 is -4x. And -x times -x is positive x squared. Then I get 8 minus 6x plus x squared. Now, if I look at this over here, I need to write it in there, which means I've got to have some kind of -1 on the end of it. If I take 8 over here and I try and get -1 out of there, how would I do that? I can change this into 9 minus 1. And in particularly, I chose 9 because when I square this out, I could actually square this out. Maybe I should just square this out. This will become 9 minus 6x plus x squared minus 1. And you can see that 9 minus 1 becomes 8. And there's the -6x and x squared over there. So technically, this is going backwards. So you won't really get marked on that. But this is going forward. So this is correct. So I got 8, which is written as 9 minus 1. Nothing wrong with that. Minus 6x plus x squared. And then just regroup it. All right, regroup it and write 9 minus 6x plus x squared in a bracket. Put the -1 at the end. And then factorize it as 3 minus x. 3 minus x. You already kind of know it's going to end up there. So you can add a line if you want. Like, you can add this line if you want. But technically, that's going to be done now from me. Okay. All right, let's go to the next one now. I want you to show that 25x squared minus 10x over 25x squared minus 4 can be written as 5x over 5x plus 2. So for this one over here, what we got to do is we want to rewrite this into that form somehow. The first thing I can see at the top here is I can divide each of these by x, right? I can also divide each of these by 5. So I can take out 5x. Let's say I factorize out 5x from the top. It will leave me with 5x minus 2 in a bracket. And at the bottom, I notice that this is a difference of squares factorization. Difference of squares factorization says that if you've got x squared minus y squared and you factorize it, you can write it as x minus y, x plus y. square rooting each term, writing it into the bracket with a minus and a plus. So if I square root 25x squared, I get 5x. And if I square root 4, I get 2. I then put plus and minus, and it will go back there because the middle term will cancel out. It will disappear. And this would give me the ability to cancel out those two brackets, leaving me with 5x over 5x plus 2. And so that is done. Now, all right, let's jump into the next part now.